So we're at the ESP stand. This is kind of private-only, invite-only thing going on this year, so it's nice and spacious. We're joined by Tony, who's kind of Artist Relations Director. Hi, Tony. Could you give us your top 5 favorite releases for NAMM this year?
That's a tough one, but I'll do my best. I'll start with definitely the number 1, at least, of the year. This is probably the most talked about guitar, most anticipated, the new Mick Thompson LTD MT1. So this is a very, very specialized design. We worked with Mick for a long time on every single piece of this guitar. Was highly considered. Every spec was really, really scrutinized, really, really thought about, and I'll just walk you through a couple of the special things on this one. So we got here, the first new thing we have is this beautiful new finish. So that we call this Obsidian Metallic. And it is unique to Mick's model. This is a brand new finish we developed for the MT1. And it's got a bit of a sparkle to it. It's definitely a bit of a dark charcoal silver, and it just looks fucking awesome. It has this awesome hip shot high mass bridge. It has Mick's Fishman signature pickup. And you can see this is a single pickup guitar, but it actually has a 3-way toggle. So how this works is all the different voicings that Mick has on his pickup you can access through the 3-way toggle, plus the single coil mode, which you can get by doing the push-pull on the master volume right there. So a very versatile guitar in terms of tone, even though it only has 1 pickup. But a couple of other cool things about this, it has 24 medium jumbo stainless steel frets, a 25.5-inch scale length. It has a Macassar ebony fingerboard. And you can see this kind of cool end of fretboard cut off. This is a special feature that Mick actually wanted to do after getting a couple ESP Maverick models, which if you've ever seen that model, it has this really cool 27 fret, just absolute shred machine. And Mick bought a couple customs of those and just fell in love with the look. So we ended up putting on his model as kind of a homage to old ESP design and just that kind of look.
Brilliant.
So yeah. Really, really cool guitar. I think it's one of the best sounding and playing LTDs ever. And the last thing I'll mention about it is it actually has a white ash top. So it has a light mahogany body with a white ash top, and that was something that Mick was really, it was important to him for tonal reasons. And I think it's one of the reasons that this guitar sounds as good as it does as well. So, LTD MT1.
Cool. Well, let's move on to number 2.
Yeah. So this next one I got up here, I'll pull down. This absolute beautiful guitar. Oh, this thing is just luxurious. This is the brand new LTD CS2. So this is the new signature model from Caleb Shomo from the band Beartooth. And it's based on the Phoenix model with a couple different features on it. It has this beautiful quilted maple top, this huge piece of quilted maple, and this natural stain with the matching gold hardware. This thing just looks amazing. And features Seymour Duncan pickups. This is a custom 14 in the bridge, so this is a special exclusive pickup that we actually developed with Seymour Duncan. And you can only find this in like select LTD models and a few ESP USAs as well.
Yeah.
And what we have here in the neck is actually a 1/4 pounder, so just tons of versatility in this guitar. I mean, these pickups are just so different in terms of how they sound, and I really love playing with this guitar and just getting all the different tones you can get out of it. Because you can just go from just crushing, bridge pickup, just metal, to like the most beautiful, squishy cleans on the neck. So
is it sort of more simple switching? More traditional switching?
Just simple 3-way toggle right there. You got a master volume, so it's just really basic. It's just about playing and getting all the different tones out of one guitar. And, and it sure does look awesome too.
It does.
God, this thing is amazing. It looks much more expensive than it is. But the other thing I'll mention about it, it is a Phoenix model, but it has a 43 millimeter nut, so that is a little bit different, a little bit wider of a nut for a Phoenix model. It's a little bit more comfortable cording, a little bit wider, and these beautiful block inlays as well, just to tie the whole class of it all together. So, yeah, really stoked on this model.
Nice.
All right,
Great.
next
So
one I
next
got
up,
here.
Okay.
We have another take on the Phoenix model. This one is actually from Richard ZK from the band Ramstein. This was a very long-term project that we worked on with Richard. over a couple of years, actually. And the goal of the project was really just to create a new model for Richard and to create the best sounding new model for Richard. So what ended up happening was we built him a few custom shop models with a few different bridges, and he A/B'd them in the studio and ended up picking out the best sounding one. And what we ended up with is the best sounding one. So what we have here is actually a recessed tunematic and tailpiece there.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit different, but both of them are recessed, and it really feels flush with the body. The idea behind that is really just comfortability. And if you ever played a Floyd guitar, your hand is really flush with the body. It just makes playing a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable.
Nice low,
to me, this kind
low.
of bridge is like, it just makes down picking just in general easier, and that's everything.
Yeah. So talk us a bit about the controls. He's got a lot going on here. He's got the kill switch stuff and.
Yeah, so very, very unique control that we have here. So it features Richard's signature Fishman pickups. It has the mini toggle here for the different voicings accessing them. Mm-hmm. The three-way is one master volume, and it actually has an arcade-style button kill switch. And the one thing I'll say about this is if you ever played a guitar that has a kill switch, a lot of people break them. And this one is super tough. And Richard took the guitar, all over the world. Ramstein took it on tour and really road tested the guitar. We actually ended up moving the placement of the kill switch kind of at the last minute after he had taken it on the road and road tested it and realized this was a better spot for it.
Sure.
So, but yeah, you can bang on this thing all day. It's not going to break, and you can have a lot of fun just doing different things with the kill switch. Yeah, the other unique thing about this one, it has the headstock that Richard has on all his other signature series guitars, and it also has a custom Ramstein inlay.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's a very specialized guitar. And I should mention this guitar is a Olympic white finish, so it's not snow white. It's got a little cream to it, and it really just looks great with the white or the black binding as well. It just contrasts very nicely. So yeah, really, really nice design, and the newest one from Richard.
So that was 3. Number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
All right, my guy. This is the new Josh Middleton LTD JM1, and I'm very excited about this guitar. Josh is just a supreme shredder, just ultimate guitar player. He's a guy that inspires kids to pick up the guitar and really just push the limits of their playing. And this is a guitar that'll help you do that. And we're back to the recessed bridge design. I'll tell you a little tidbit. The first guitar we actually did this on, the first LTD we did a recessed bridge on, was the JM2. So that was Josh's first signature model back in 2020, I believe. And people just love this feel. When you're playing high energy, fast, heavy metal, and you need to pick super hard and do fast leads and flying all over the fretboard, something like this really lends itself to just making your playing a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable. And Josh is a huge fan of this. We ended up putting it on this new model as well. The other couple new things about this guitar is really the finish. We call this Deep Blood Moon Burst. So it is just a beautiful kind of red burst. This guitar features a roasted maple extra thin U neck. So again, just perfect if you're trying to shred and play really fast. And you can see too, it has white binding on the neck, but it actually has black binding on the body and black binding on the headstock. It's a little bit different, but it's a really cool look. And just looks great with this new finish.
Yeah.
Features a single Fishman Fluence modern pickup and lumen lay side dots on the side. And yeah, just a very simple, straight to the point.
Yeah, and Josh goes for like just a simple master volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, nothing else.
Nothing else. So yeah, the JM1. Yeah, so last but not least, we have the very, very cool new LTD ALR2. So this is a signature model for Andy LaRocque from King Diamond. Legendary producer, guitar player, composer, just an all-around just master of the instrument. This new guitar features a couple special little features on it. It has a 24 3/4 scale length, so it's a little bit shorter than any other Horizon you'll find in the line. The other thing that kind of comes just right at you when you look at this thing, the teardrop headstock. So this is actually the first time we're bringing the teardrop headstock back in a long time. So this is the only LTD model you'll find that on. It has this very cool horizontal LTD mother of pearl logo. And God, this see-through purple finish with the quilted maple just is incredible. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but
Yeah, it's
this one in particular is just a really beautiful one. Yeah, Horizon body with the arch top, features Seymour Duncan pickups, with the humbucker and the single coil in the neck. And this guitar also features lumen lay side dots. And there you go.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
So that's 5 epic signature models. Thank you so much, Tony.
Hey, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us, and come back again next year.
Yeah, we will. Cheers.